Today at the Polywalk Cabin, I'd like to share with you a quote of wisdom spoken by my grandmother, Thelma. This quote came about years ago when having a conversation with my grandmother. This visit was the day after a weekend of hunting at the Polywalk Cabin. While drinking coffee and talking with her, she asked how was my weekend. I replied, it was good, but definitely could have been better. She asked me if there was something wrong. I was always honest and open when talking to my grandmother because she never showed the slightest intentions of being judgmental. I said, Mama, I definitely drank too much the night before I went hunting. I woke up later than I wanted to that morning. I skipped the coffee that I normally enjoy, and it's pretty hard to experience God's creations in the woods with a pounding headache and a lack of energy. That's when my grandmother Thelma looked at me and said the quote, "You robbed yourself of God's blessings." When she said this, those words penetrated straight through my heart and stayed there until this day. After the conversation, throughout the rest of my day, I stopped to wonder how many other times have I robbed myself of God's blessings. Today, I realize it really doesn't matter on how many times I've robbed myself in the past. What matters is, will I make better choices to keep myself from robbing me of these blessings in the future? If you are wondering what I mean when I say God's blessings, it can be a wide range of things, like a breathtaking sunrise, a spiritual awakening, someone walking into your life. It could even be something as small as a bird chirping or singing at a perfect timing. Although these blessings come in many forms, the ways of diluting them or robbing them come in many forms also. These distractions are mostly made up of the world's temptations. These things will give you a false sense of instant gratification or temporary happiness, where on the other hand, God's creations are pure, unlimited, and fruitful. These temptations can cause you to walk right past God's blessings without even noticing. Also be aware that some temptations are disguised as blessings, and some blessings can be disguised as hardships or adversities. I believe if your heart is pointed in the right direction, you will discern the differences. I speak on this knowing as humans we aren't perfect and never will be, at least not here. I visualize this message as a seed from the fruit of a vine that was planted by my grandmother Thelma. If this message or quote can be used as a seed planted to change one life like it has mine, that would be good enough for me. As always, I'd like to thank God for another beautiful day in the bayou, and thank you for watching the Polywalk Cabin.